Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Time for your music and entertainment news. Stuff you need to know. And we did talk about this earlier, that Oasis. So the pre-sale in Chicago was Thursday, which we talked about extensively. How myself and Case won the lottery and bought 4 tickets each. Kenzie did not win the lottery. It's very sad.
Nope.
Very sad. And now it's even sadder because when I went home after the show Friday, I wanted to see, if, just for curiosity, if I could buy some more tickets. And the total on sale after the pre-sale, it sold out in under 20 minutes. Soldier Field, 60,000 people. It's gone. So the Soldier Field show with Oasis is gone. And they've announced also there will not be a second Chicago show, which is pretty interesting. Yeah, it stinks. They just basically said, sorry, Chicago, there's not enough time to work it in with the 2 shows in New York, 2 in L.A. They've got Toronto. They got Mexico City. I believe those are all the shows that have been announced so far.
All the shows that have been announced so far.
Now, that doesn't mean they're going to come around again later, but right now it's all we got is August 28th, the Live 25 tour with Oasis. Looking forward to it huge. And Case does have his money for buying me the other 2 tickets. He has gotten his $500. I don't want to hear anything else about it. It's done. The tickets have been exchanged. Actually, they're still in his possession.
I can't transfer them yet. I'm not allowed to.
So first off, I couldn't come up with the money, and the bank wouldn't let me transfer anything from Zelle because it was a, quote, risk transaction between me and Case, $500. Now I can't get the tickets, Kenzie. He's got the tickets in his possession.
Right. You don't trust him?
Well, I know where he lives, and he's not going anywhere as far as I know.
I mean, you drive him to where he goes.
I know everything about him. So I feel pretty comfortable in him holding on to my tickets for me, but yeah.
Hey, man, look in the mirror if you possess 6 Oasis tickets for this show. There's something wrong with you, maybe.
I never, in that kind of situation, get that lucky. I don't know how I ended up with this many tickets.
Well, what's weird is that you thought you needed more.
Well, I do have a lot of friends.
What are you, Thanos? Lord, can anybody else go to the concert?
Give me everything. Snap my fingers.
I will say, this is going to sound mean, but I'm going to say it anyways. It's a bummer that there's a lot of people that wanted to go to this show that didn't get tickets because Oasis is only playing 1 show. But Brian, as somebody with tickets, isn't it awesome they're only playing 1 show?
Love it.
I love it. I'm so excited.
Well,
why does that make it better?
Because it makes it more sought after, and I get FOMO about a lot of things, and I know people are having a FOMO. And by the way, the tickets I have for other people are going to people that live for Oasis. So,
liar, you're just going to stretch out. Well, you want a spot for your bag? You want to put your leg out?
Relax in general admission floor by myself, taking those other 4 seats
it's gonna
out.
Be you and Megan, and then, for your souvenir cups, you set your hot dog down. Liar.
I will say, getting these tickets so lucky, which, I always hear listeners that get, I'm happy when our listeners score these things and get a deal, that they've increased Case. I don't know if you know this, about 400% from our price.
Oh, really?
So somebody's even reselling for $1,000. So I told the Megan, hey, we got 6 tickets. Hey, $6,000 maybe?
A pretty good payday for Brian.
Could use that.
Yeah.
And then we could just watch the replay on YouTube.
I could just film the whole thing for you because I really want to go. They're one of my favorite bands.
Yeah, you just record
you could
those.
sell some of your tickets and still go and then still make money because you have so many.
Yeah, but I'm an all or nothing kind of guy.
Okay.
We're either going
You're either going to stretch out.
That's right.
You're not going to go at all.
That's right. Speaking of concerts, something interesting happened in Chicago about a month ago, Thursday, September 12th. And, we've been with the Salt Shed since the beginning. I remember they were so nice to invite us in there when under the construction of the Salt Shed. It's become a premier venue in Chicago, and I love it just because the name, because I love salt. The Morton Salt Factory finally being...
what's happening there?
I remember when I walked in, I said, where's the salt lick? I thought everybody would lick a big salt lick on the way into every show.
They did not think that was funny.
They did not. No one laughed.
Nope.
It was very weird. But it is so elite, and when you hear bands talk about playing the Salt Shed, it's incredible. Now, something weird happened there that's not the Salt Shed's fault at all on Thursday, September 12th. They have outdoor shows, too, in case you don't know and haven't been there yet. They have an indoor and an outdoor right by the water. So there was a band called Goose. You might be familiar with them if you're a jam band fan. They're really, I know people that are they live for this band, and they'll follow them across the country now.
As do I.
Kind of like Fish, and they've played with Dead & Company and all that. So at their show on Thursday, September 12th, between 5 and 10 p.m., apparently, if you were there, the Chicago Department of Health says you should get checked for rabies because there were bats flying over by the river there to the outdoor show, and maybe something landed on you. You weren't aware you got bitten. and you might have rabies.
That's terrifying.
I have to be honest, if a bat lands on you, I do think you'd know.
I don't know.
Really?
Have you ever had a bat land on you?
No.
You don't know that.
I'm pretty confident.
I think bats are pretty sneaky.
They're sleuth.
I mean,
But don't you think you'd feel it? They're not that tiny. They're not like a fly.
I think there's baby bats that are small.
Those little baby bat bastards.
Well, here's why they say that. The department emphasized that bats have very small teeth, so a bite from a bat may not have been felt or leave an easily detectable bite marks on you. So there's a chance, you're drinking, watching Goose, a jam band, having a good time, and maybe someone just bumped into you. You don't even know. It could have been a bat.
Also, if you want to step outside in the sunlight and see if you sparkle, because you may be a vampire now.
Oh,
that's true, too.
If it's a sunny day, I'd check it out.
I will say the Chicago Department of Public Health did not add that onto it, but they should have. So we can't even enjoy an outdoor show now?
Well, you can. You just have to be aware of rabies now.
I mean, rabid bats are flying over Chicago?
First off, maybe there's Goose fans. This is what the big deal is.
Not a bad thought.
They just want to go to the show.
Yeah.
It seemed fun.
That's so disturbing. That I'm just going to go, listen, maybe somebody was there and they only had enough money for one concert this year, and they went to Goose.
That sucks.
And they got rabies. Jeez.
That's tough.
That's tough.
That would be, you don't have the best luck if you're that person.
I agree.
I agree.
That's terrible. Oh, well, get yourself checked if you're at that show or feel if you're foaming at the mouth like cartoon show.
Or if you feel like you can't step out in sunlight. If garlic is bothering you a lot.
God, garlic is so good, too. Can
if
you
you would
imagine
like
that?
to sleep during the day and stay up at night, these are all things. Pointy teeth.
If you sleep upside down?
Yeah, go get checked out.
Garlic is so good. Imagine being a vampire and you can't have garlic.
Oh, they live a tough life.
I mean, you can live forever and eat people, but you can't have garlic.
I mean, they're so handsome.
Well, this reminded us of the scene from The Office when we're talking about rabies.
A woman shouldn't have to be hit by a car to learn that she may have rabies. But that is where we are in America. And that does not sit right with me. And that is why I am hosting a fun-run race for the cure for rabies, to raise awareness of the fact that there is a cure for rabies, a disease that has been largely eradicated in the U.S., but not very many people know that.
and they need to know that. It's important.
I will see you all at the Salt Shed Fun Run Race for the Cure next year. We're going to raise awareness about rabies awareness once more.
Finally, in our music entertainment news, Nate Bargatze, one of our favorite comedians, was on Saturday Night Live on Saturday night with Coldplay. And here's a little snippet.
First time I had raspberry, 40 years old. 40 years old, first time I had raspberry. I said it at the party. I was like, what is this? And they go, the bowl? That's how much they figured, well, clearly he knows what raspberry is. It makes more sense for him not to know what a bowl is. I didn't see raspberries growing up. I don't come from money, all right? I still swim with my eyes open. I love processed food, I love it. I'm a farm factory table guy. And
Brian and Kenzie.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew. Sports.
Well, how about your Chicago Bears? Now, they beat the Panthers 36-10. Caleb Williams threw for 304 yards and 2 touchdowns in his best performance of the year so far. Us seeing him, DJ Moore caught both scoring passes. One of them, actually both were incredible, but one of them, the one in the end zone, was ridiculous. What a catch, what a pass on a dime, on a rope. Perfect. And had 105 yards receiving against his former team, which the Bears beat the Panthers, like I said, 36-10. They're now 3-2, won their second straight after dropping 2 in a row. And I want to remind you, when I mentioned DJ Moore, how the Bears got him, just for note, because when this happened, I think it was kind of not given enough credit. So, in a trade, the Bears received DJ Moore, plus a 2023 first rounder, which turned out to be offensive tackle Darnell Wright, a 2023 second rounder, which turned out to be Tyreek Stevenson, a 2024 first rounder, which turned out to be Caleb Williams, and a 2025 second rounder coming up with one of the 8 picks they already have next year. The Panthers got the 2023 number 1 overall pick and took Bryce Young, a quarterback, who came in at the end of the game, by the way, and looked pretty good.
He did.
But he also looked like the worst quarterback in the history of the NFL.
Well, he came in at the end of the game because he's been benched a year into his NFL career, which is unheard of.
Unheard of. You keep the guy going out there and you keep going no matter what in this situation. So, holy crap. Cece checked in from Franklin Park and pointed out the same thing. I wanted me to remind everybody of the trade, what we got, where we are. So, Cece, thank you for checking in from Franklin Park and mentioning that this is worth noting of how well the Bears front office did, which is in let's say the past decade, people would say they didn't do well at anything.
Past decade or past century?
Past 400 years.
It might be the best thing they've ever done, and that is with the jury still being very much out on Caleb Williams. We don't know what his career is going to look like. This might be the best thing the Bears front office has ever been responsible for.
I'm fine. I'm wearing my Caleb Williams jersey again. I'll wear it on game days. I wear it on Friday. I'm wearing it in London this week. I wear my Bears starter jacket ready to go. Should I?
Please.
No.
Oh.
What if
Please.
What if I put it in the dryer with a dryer sheet?
What? What does that do? It just tightens it up. It doesn't clean it.
It fluffs it up with the dryer sheet with the, what is it?
I'm not worried about how fluffy you look. I don't need to smell bad.
It'll have like a rainforest smell, whatever that bounce is.
Oh.
Well, there's some fun facts here with Caleb Williams, okay? With that game, Caleb Williams has topped 300 passing yards for the second time in his NFL career after 5 games. That's more than Rex Grossman, Kyle Orton, and Justin Fields did. Now, I know you're saying to yourself, well, Rex Grossman made it to a Super Bowl. Yeah, didn't do that. Kyle Orton was fun to watch for a while, a great mullet. And Justin Fields now on the Steelers doing pretty well, even though they lost last night. And then another great stat that Washington's Jaden Daniels, 4 wins. Denver's Bo Nix, 3 wins. And Chicago's Caleb Williams, 3 wins have combined for 10. Second most by rookie quarterbacks in the first 5 weeks of a season since 1970.
That's crazy.
Crazy. One more stat. The Bears extended their longest current home winning streak in the NFL to 8 games at home. Big advantage, Soldier Field. And when I play this montage, you're going to hear at the end when the fight started in the field that, boy, Let's Go Bears chant was deafening. You could hear it for miles. So that's their best stretch at Soldier Field since they won 10 in a row from the 2005 to 2006 seasons. Of course, Jacksonville Jaguars in London this coming Sunday, and we will be on hand for that. Cannot wait. With all the listeners that are coming along with us, about 50 of them. We're going to take over London. We're going to show them what Chicago Bears football is about. And remember, they're 3-2 right now. They're playing the Jaguars. They could be 4-2 and then come back and have a bye week. And you're looking at a team that's headed to the Super Bowl. I'm sorry. They're going.
Williams play fake. Now throws wide open. It's DJ Moore, the former Carolina Panther, is in for a Bears touchdown. 34 yards. This will be 2nd and goal. The give is to Johnson. He's in. Touchdown. Kramer shifts the handoff to Swift. And this time he's in. 2nd down and 8. Williams, Moore, end zone. He's got it. Touchdown. In the face. In the face. No! First and goal. It's Johnson, and he is in. Johnson's 2nd touchdown today.
And he's grabbing and a little push, and that's a frustration. J.C. Horn, extremely frustrated. Then he goes after another offensive lineman, and now all of a sudden it's everyone getting into it.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
Q101.
It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Get your takeaways here in a little bit. Obviously, we like to goof off here and have a good time, and it's hopefully a very enjoyable break for you, a little slice of your day that gets a break. And I don't know how you avoid the people that are not getting a break right now, which is in the South and North Carolina with Hurricane Helen. What a terrible, just disturbing situation going on down there. And we want to make it clear that you can help very easily without having to go down there and actually try to save someone's life, which is really what you see these volunteers doing, getting in the thick of it, boots on the ground. Mm-hmm. Man, I'm so admirable of those people. But you go to Q101.com, there's a Hurricane Helen button you can hit for the American Red Cross. And blood donors are needed. And obviously the Red Cross, we talked about this, having a huge problem because of the heat in July, that they already had to close a lot of blood locations back then, and they already have a deficit of blood donors. So if you go in and donate blood up until the end of the month, October 31st, they'll say thanks with a $10 Amazon gift card. There's some restrictions that apply to that. So, I'm not sure if every time you go in, you can just check it out. But on that link, you can put in your zip code, make an appointment, And it says you get a $10 Amazon gift card, plus automatically entered for a chance to win one of 3 $5,000 gift cards. Good Lord, just for helping out.
That's awesome.
Take a little bit of time out of your day and donate some blood. They need it no matter what, despite the hurricane situation before that. They needed it. There's a bad deficit. And Kenzie knows a lot about that area in North Carolina because that's where you grew up.
Yeah, I grew up in Asheville, and it's really close to like Chimney Rock and stuff. And honestly, it's just been. That's what just brought me to tears on some of the weekends. Just watching like basically like Chimney Rock, like that little town, like it just doesn't even exist. Like it's just gone. And it's, it's where I grew up. Tons of my friends still live there, of course, because I grew up there. And they've lost everything, or their families have lost everything. Homes are gone and wiped out. It's so sad. And then, of course, another place I spent a lot of time is Florida. And I just am watching so many family and friends go through true devastation. I'm like, one of the friends I grew up with was just driving through North Carolina, and she just did like a video on her phone, and it's like, everything, like every building just down, destroyed.
Yeah.
Or like if the building's not destroyed, like just everything taken out of the building that is destroyed, like just the entire insides and stuff. And it's just, it's so sad. And this is definitely not like it'll be better super shortly. I mean, this is horrible. And just those areas, sometimes they're kind of hard to get to. You have a lot of mountain areas, and it's less accessible, and people aren't getting the help that they need.
No.
At all.
No, and the Red Cross does an incredible job. I mean, I had the same thing. I had a girl I know that's responsible for a lot of the bands you like to hear on Q101, and she was missing with her dogs for several days, and I felt the worst, but she got to somebody with some cell service, made a quick video to say she's okay on her own Facebook page, and then, she's trying to help out with some other people in the area, but she was trapped because the roads are down. And thank God she's okay, but a lot of people aren't. So please go to Q101.com, click on the Red Cross. It says Hurricane Helen Relief Funds, and you can text very easily to donate or give some blood, and a lot of options for you to help if you're looking to do that. It'd be a great thing to do if you can. It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101, and in for Lauren all week is Dougie Styles. What's up, dude?
Apologize, guys. I just got the update. London is closed. You guys are not allowed to go to the Bears game this weekend, so sorry once again.
Oh, we'll hang out at your house then. Sounds like fun to hang out at your house. That'd be great.
You think it's all, like the whole thing?
Yep. All of London is closed. The Bears are not going anymore. It's pretty much I'm jealous that I'm not going. Case, are you going?
I am not going.
Guys!
Sore subject.
You're leaving? Oh, did I just open something
that's
up here?
I gotta be honest, that's been a couple conversations. So
I have other plans.
Okay, so don't worry. London's closed.
Yeah.
Oui.
All right, so the Bears,
That's French.
the Bears
Same
get a win out of that then, a forfeit. They win, so it'll be 4-2.
Yeah, so you guys will be here Thursday and Friday then. Case, no worries, man. I got you, bro.
Cool. I can't wait.
He won't be. He's got to go to a wedding.
I have other plans.
Damn, I really opened up something.
Yeah, you
so
did.
wait, are you not going to London because of a wedding?
Put it this way, I'm not going to London.
no, just
Because
that's
it's
enough.
closed.
Let's keep on talking about
What
this.
are you
Case, come on.
interrogating people?
Coming up
Good
at
Lord.
10:05 this morning, Case will just dive into the reasons why he's not
My
going.
God.
Good, we'll be out of here. Me and
60
Kenzie will be
minutes?
gone. All right, here we go with the takeaways at 312-591-8300. Case, what do you got?
Matt from Hanover Park checked in just now. His takeaway: blue cheese is a cheese, Cheez-Its are not, and Brian is a white cheese supremacist.
So it's white American, by the way, because I'm proud to be an American.
Yeah, USA!
USA. All right, Kenzie,
Anywho.
what do you got, Kenzie?
Joe texted in, Brian bought all the Oasis tickets so he can have room to stretch out and hold his beer.
Oh, it's going to be so roomy in the GA on the floor with 6 tickets gobbled up that nobody can get over the last week.
Thanos.
And finally, from Naperville, Tony says the Bears competed against the Red Rocket over the weekend.
You know, I have a quick takeaway if I can jump in really quick.
Sure.
That's cool. Case is not going to London.
Correct.
I have plans.
Case, what's on the podcast?
Look, the only thing that matters on the podcast today is that we, in the 8 o'clock hour, had the Great Cheese Debate of 2024. That is the name of the episode. You can find it on our Instagram story already, on Facebook. It's linked there. This is the type of thing that if you enjoy us, and a lot of people do enjoy us, but if you have friends... Hold on. Hit the check. We've had a great summer. Hit the check mark. Life's good right right now.
All good.
This is the type of thing that if you have people in your life that you think would like us that don't know about us, this is the link to send them. The Great Cheese Debate of 2024 is on the Brian and Kenzie podcast right now.
All right, you miss a moment, miss a lot. It's all there for you. Remember, you can go to the Q101 app. It's newly redesigned, very slick, and grabbing the podcast there. And one more time before we leave, how about them Bears? Let's go.
Williams play fake, now throws, wide open, it's DJ Moore, the former Carolina Panther, is in for a Bears touchdown, 34 yards. This will be 2nd and goal. The give is to Johnson, he's in, touchdown. Kramer shifts, the handoff to Swift, and this time he's in. 2nd down and 8, Williams, Moore, end zone, he's got it, touchdown. In the face! In the face! No! First and goal, it's Johnson, and he is in. Johnson's 2nd touchdown today.
And he's grabbing and a little push, and that's the frustration. J.C. Horn, extremely frustrated. Then he goes after another offensive lineman, and now all of a sudden it's everyone getting into it.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.